Quick, is a $60 t-shirt expensive? Now, what if it's on sale, down from $200? If that shirt just got cheaper in your head, you've been anchored. Nothing about the shirt changed. And the strangest part is how deep this goes, because it works even when the number is pure garbage. And that has been measured. In 1974, two psychologists, Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, spun a wheel of fortune in front of their students. The wheel was rigged. It could only land on 10 or on 65. Then they asked a question that had nothing to do with it. What percentage of the countries in the United Nations are African? The students who watched the wheel land on 10 guessed, on average, 25%. The ones who saw 65 guessed 45. Same question, same room. A number everyone knew was random moved the answers by 20 points. Here is what's going on underneath. Your brain almost never calculates from zero. When a question is hard, it grabs the nearest number available, any number, and adjusts from there. And it adjusts less than it should, like stretching a rubber band that's nailed to a post. You can pull away from the nail, but the band keeps dragging you back toward it. That nail is the anchor, and knowing the nail is meaningless doesn't pull it out. The students knew the wheel was random. It anchored them anyway. Once you see the nail, you see who's been hammering them into your head. Start with the crossed-out price. $200, now $60. You never actually asked whether the shirt is worth $60. You measured the distance from $200, and the distance felt like a gift. The real product on that tag is the crossed-out number. It exists for one job, to be your nail. The menu does it too. That absurdly expensive dish at the top, the one nobody orders, it's not there to be ordered, it's there to anchor you, so the second most expensive dish suddenly reads as reasonable. The giant television at the store entrance plays the same role. After it, everything deeper in the store feels affordable. Online stores turn this into an industry. That was $1.99 in small grey letters above the price. Did that product ever actually sell for $1.99? Often, it doesn't matter, because the crossed-out number isn't information. It's a nail, printed on demand. And when a subscription shows you 3 plans, take a good look at the expensive one on the end. Very few people choose it, and it doesn't care. Its job is to stand there being huge, so the middle plan feels like the sensible choice you came up with all by yourself. And then there's the negotiation. Salary, used car, rent. The first number spoken out loud becomes the center of gravity for the entire conversation. From that moment on, both sides are negotiating the distance from that number, not the actual value of the thing. Whoever plants the first nail pulls the final result toward it. That's also why, what were you earning before, is such a loaded question. It's not curiosity, it's someone asking you to hand them the nail. So how do you defend a head that can't ignore numbers? You don't fight the anchor. You get there first. Before you look at the price, before you hear their offer, decide your number and write it down. What you genuinely pay, what you genuinely accept. An anchor only grips an empty head. With your own nail already planted, their number becomes just their number. And in a negotiation, if you can, speak first. Let your number be the nail everyone else is stretching from. So, back to that t-shirt. Is $60 expensive? Wrong question. The right one is, what was it worth to you before you saw the 200? Because the first number you see will control every number that comes after it, unless the first number you see is your own.